When I was younger, my peers and I occasionally used Linux in the school computer lab. I didn't think much of it at the time, but the experience stuck with me. About 6 months ago, I built a Linux-capable PC specifically to explore what an optimal Linux experience feels like. So the real question became, is it actually better than macOS or Windows for someone like me?
Hello, I'm a Mac, and I'm a PC.
And I am Linux.
After building the PC and committing to Linux, I didn't want to treat it as a side project. I wanted to know what Linux feels like when it's not a hobby, but your only machine. What are the problems that might arise when not having any other way out than biting myself through Linux tutorials? So for 1 full month, Linux was it. No dual booting, no I'll just switch back. If something didn't work, I had to deal with it. And honestly, the first impression was great. Using Arch install, I use Arch by the way, setup was almost as easy as Windows. Hardware work, the system booted fast, within minutes, and I was actually using the machine instead of configuring it. The system felt fast, apps opened instantly, and the interface was responsive. Installing through the terminal was another surprise. Once you get used to it, it's incredibly efficient. No installers, no pop-ups, just install and move on. This is actually something that stuck with me so far, that I prefer installing apps through the terminal rather than clicking through ad-filled websites. And talking about ads, this is a segue to our sponsor, which is me. I am our sponsor, so please subscribe and help me buy dinner tonight. At this point, I started thinking, okay, maybe this is what people mean when they talk about Linux freedom. As I kept using it, more things clicked. The file system performance stood out. Immediately, I could install large Steam games while browsing the web, and the system didn't slow down, and the fans didn't loudly spin up. Something Windows regularly shows signs of struggles with on the same machine. Gaming was way better than I expected. Most games ran as well as they did on Windows, and in a few cases, even slightly better. And KDE deserves credit here. It looks good, feels polished, and comes with actually useful tools pre-installed. It hits this nice middle ground between Mac OS's refinement and Windows flexibility. For a moment, Linux felt like the best of both worlds. Fast, clean, completely under my control. No OS ads, no forced service, just my computer and fast performance. But this is where the fun ended. As soon as I tried to do real work, the cracks started to show. The biggest problem wasn't performance or stability, it was software. The tools I actually rely on just aren't there. No Premiere Pro, no Photoshop, no Rhino, no Word, and a lot of companies that refuse to create Linux versions of their applications. Yes, alternatives exist. For example, for Photoshop, you have GIMP. But switching tools isn't a neutral change. It changes your workflow, your speed, and sometimes the quality of your produce. Yet, I decided I need to stick through it for the month. Video editing was really the moment where Linux pushed back. Even DaVinci Resolve Free is limited on Linux because the system doesn't ship with a license for several common codecs. That meant I couldn't properly edit my video footage without first converting it into a usable format, adding hours of extra work to my already broken workflow. And that's not a small inconvenience. That's a core function of my computer. On top of that, there were hardware level licenses. If I wanted to use HDMI, drive my monitor at its full refresh rate, Linux simply couldn't do it. I had to switch to DisplayPort just to get anything above 60 Hz. And then there were a few small things, like some Bluetooth connection issues with my AirPods. Bugs that can be fixed, but only if you're willing to dig through the settings or forum posts. None of these issues are catastrophic on their own, but together they add to friction, and friction adds up. So a couple weeks after, I broke. I decided I can't use Linux anymore. And here's my honest takeaway. Linux is an excellent operating system, but it's not a universal one. When your workflow aligns with it, Linux can be fast, clean, and genuinely enjoyable to use, especially if you're playing a lot of story games, or even with programming it works great. But when it doesn't, Linux won't adapt to you. You have to adapt to it. And to be clear, this isn't entirely Linux's fault. The biggest issue is software support. Many major companies simply don't treat Linux as a first-class platform, even though they rely on it heavily behind the scenes. For me, Linux came closer than I expected, but not close enough to fully replace Mac OS or Windows yet. That said, 5 months later, having Linux installed on my system actually saved me a few times. Troubleshooting hardware and working out bugs with my system. When my ASRock AM5 motherboard failed and took my CPU with it, I replaced the hardware and tried to boot back into Windows. But Windows wouldn't let me sign in because there was no internet, and without internet, I cannot sign in. Therefore, the only way I was able to recover my Windows account was by actually booting into Linux and And from there, I downloaded the drivers, copied them onto a shared drive, and then installed them from the Windows side. And I finally got back into my system. And that moment kind of sums up my entire experience with Linux. It isn't the OS I live in, but it's the OS I'm glad to have. It's not perfect, not universal, but when everything else fails, it gives you back control. And that alone makes Linux worth keeping around. These days, I actually use Linux daily, but not on my main operating system. I use it through WSL on Windows. That gives me almost everything I like about Linux, the terminal, the tooling, the ecosystem, while I still have full access to the software I depend on for work. In a way, it's best of both worlds. And if companies like Adobe or Microsoft ever treated Linux as a first-class platform, if those applications were available natively, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd switch away from Windows or Mac immediately. Not because Linux is perfect, but because it's the first operating system where I genuinely feel like I own my own hardware, not other way around. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or want to share your own experience, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, a like or a subscription would really help. That's it for today. See you next time.